What you doing? What you doing, pretty girl, huh? You just gonna bat me? You gonna bat me? I'm gonna let you out. Gonna let you out. All the people gone bye-bye. Yeah. I'm going to.
It's been a couple days. It has. And when I went to go do the improv, it was like a meetup, so it was really pretty cool. There's this like little community center, I guess. I don't know what it'd really be. In the Ventura area. It's not too far from us. We had to get on the freeway to get over there. But I think we could have probably taken back roads because where we actually live seems to be like in the center of everything. Like you can get on back roads to get up to Burbank, to I think Topanga, but I don't know everything well enough to say for sure. But and same with Porter Ranch, and even to like one of the jobs that I actually am waiting to start. I can take back roads up there. I think you have to go up like Balboa towards the freeway, but instead of going on the freeway, there's like a service road, I think that's what it's called. And you can take the service road all the way up. But I think you could get off Reseda up there. So you could take the back road up to Reseda. So you never have to get on the freeway out here, which is perfect if you can't stand the freeway. And the freeway doesn't make me too nervous. But anyway, so we went up there and we did that, but the only thing is the class is super huge. You get 2 hours, but there's not like enough time to really coach people. So 4 of us at a time got on stage, and a lot of these people are like very, very new to improv. So they probably needed a little bit more instruction than what they were being given. So Emery and I were like, I didn't want to go up. I was like, I did a couple of the games, but then I was like, I had reasons I just didn't want to do it at this point, you know. So anyway, so at the end of the day, there was like a few of us who still didn't go. So he told us, the instructor for the night told us to get up on stage. So Emery took one door and I took a different one because I'm really trying to not like fuse myself at his hip too much. I'm really, really trying to become more independent. So and I was gonna go on stage like with a different group of people. I wasn't even gonna go up with him, but I could think he felt the same way I did. At this point, I don't think he really wanted to play any more of the games. And, just because it lacked a lot of structure. And these games are fun, but you kind of need, like, a little bit more to it. You need structure, you need the game. You need something, like, you know, improv has parameters, and you need to stay in the parameters, right? So we go on, and, one of the girls goes out first, and then Emery goes out, and I'm like listening to see who the scenes are or how the scene's being set up, because at that point, the first person sets it up and then the second person adds details and then the third person. And the girl that came on with me, like, was totally blocking the door. So I was like, okay, I'm stuck. Like, I was gonna go out because I heard, like, you're late, where's your hairnet? So I'm like, okay, so we're at a restaurant or something. So I want to be a mechanic, like, you know, or like a fixer-upper. I don't know, whatever you call them, a technician, whatever. So, listening to see if Emery came home yet. But anyway, so finally, like, the lady that I was with finally went out there, and all I heard is screaming. So I'm like, okay, this is crappy. I don't even know what's going on now. Like, they're all trying to talk over each other. So you've got 2 people just screaming, and I'm like, what in the world? So I come out thinking, like, you know, you kind of know not to talk over other actors, right? You're kind of taught that unless you have a very short scene, but I'm pretty sure in improv you don't talk over people because, like, at least with a scene, it's already figured out, like, you're going to talk over them because it's the scenario, like, you're both arguing or something. But in improv, you have to hear the other people, and I couldn't hear anything above them. So I was like, okay, so from what I got is, like, you're late, hairnet, you know, whatever. So I came out like, hey, boss, you're going to need some wires for that blown fuse in the oven. And anyways, no one heard me say, hey, boss, because they kept screaming. And not Emery. Emery was standing to the side like, okay, I don't even know what to do with this because you can't talk over these 2 people, these women. They're women. Women have very high voices, so, like, you couldn't really talk over them after they started going. So I was waiting. I wanted the scene to end so badly. So finally I'm like, okay. It felt like we were all doing something different. I was following Emery's parameter because Emery was the one that I heard set the strong parameter. So, you know, but So anyway, so then I was like, okay, I'll just do what these girls are doing. So they're talking about a party. Okay, so we go from being in a restaurant to getting ready for a party. So I went up to the girl and I'm like, hey, you know, thinking, like, I'm a mechanic. I've got oil on my skin. You know, like, I'm busy. I'm sweaty. I'm the type of person who works with things, you know. And so I asked her, I'm like, so hey, can I go to the party? She goes, no, not you. Okay. One of the big rules of improv is you don't say no. It's always yes and. Like, he already said that to these two girls who've already stopped a scene earlier when we were playing games. But the girl's like, no, not you. And I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. Like, so many things were wrong in this improv that it's not even fun. At this point, it's not fun. Like, the audience is laughing, but I'm like, there's no joy in thinking, like, it's something that I pulled off because they're laughing because the scene was a mess. And then the teacher later was like, okay, so what is going on? Like, who are you? What was the scene about? And I was like, well, I told him, I'm like, this is the words I heard. So this is what I was going off of. But yes, we were all doing a different scene, obviously. Well, Emily and I were doing a different scene from these two girls who obviously didn't understand the rules of the improv game. And they were screaming, and we said it later in the car, because we were, like, walking out, and we go, so what do you think? Like, we were both really quiet. We were like, okay, so we were walking through, and we weren't even in the car yet, and Emily's like, so, and I said, yeah, I'm thinking the same thing you're thinking, and Emily goes, okay. So we get in the car, and I'm like, I don't think I would do this again. Like, I really wanted to get out. I wanted to meet people, but I want to learn. I want to connect. I want to build friendships with people who are at the same point in their life as me, you know, people who are, like, in the middle of their craft. Like, I feel like I'm at a pretty high bar with the writing. Not script writing so much, but just general writing. I feel like I've got most of that under my belt. I know the rules. I know how to bend them and still, like, not break them. You know, they say, like, after you do something for 10,000 hours, you get good at it. I've been writing for a very long time, and it took a very long time, very, very long time to feel like I finally have, you know, like I finally know what I'm doing, and I can say I'm good at it. But I'm not at that point yet with the acting. I've done it enough to know when something doesn't feel right, and that improv class was definitely, it was a mess. And Emery thought it was a mess too, because he was like, no, we could figure something else out. He did go do something with Second City today, and he really liked it. So he told me that we would probably end up really liking Second City. And I guess we can, like, go audit the classes and see, like, what they offer. Some of my favorite people came from there. And by favorite, I mean Katie McKinnon. I love her. I love Katie McKinnon. She's my wife. That girl be my wife. I love her. So, yeah. Gotta figure something out, because that improv class was horrible. You guys, it's been a journey. It's been a real journey. I've had the crappiest job, which I came out to California with, thinking I had a job, and then the guy couldn't even control his emotions. So, hi. Don't you dare jump over my tummy. Hey, focus. Hey, okay. Yeah, don't jump on my stomach. I'll be so mad. She does that. She jumps right on my stomach. And what is it when they knock your air out? Is there, like, a word for that? Gut punch or something? She gut punches me. Yeah. Like, every single time she jumps on me, I'm gut punched. Like, I can't breathe. But, okay, so I had, like, the worst job. The guy needed medication. He was not on medication. He brought too many of his problems to work, which happened to be at his house. So, you know, I tried very hard to make it work, but he didn't like me because I was just somebody that I was like, okay, are you done? So I can get back to work. Because his ranting was ridiculous. Like, he would go for an hour and a half of just ranting, but he never changed topics. So it was the same, like, two problems that he had. For an hour and a half, you had to listen to those same two problems, and he repeated himself every 3 minutes. So I could tell you guys what I could compare it to, but I don't want to embarrass the person that's still in my life who is like that. So, but I think you know who. Who did my employer sound a lot like? Who goes on a rant that repeats themselves, and you're sitting there for like 2 hours, and the rant didn't change.
It's all the same rant?
Same rant, and same 3 sentences, just repeated over and over. Yeah, Emery knows. And I'm pretty sure anyone who watched this video who is part of my circle will know who I'm talking about, but it was bad, and this boss was not bringing out the best in me. So luckily it wasn't like, it was like work for hire, so luckily we could just terminate the whole me showing up thing. I was like, okay, this, and plus on top of that, it was a mess. I've never been at a job where no one knows what to do, and they trained me, but then like 2 other people were doing the exact same job as me, and the office only had so much work coming through. So the person who hired me was not busy enough to have 3 people in his office doing the exact same job. But before I left, he wanted to like hire maybe like 5 more interns, because I think he had like 4 more unused computers in his office. So that would have been like a total of 8 altogether. So 4 were being used, with me using one of them, and then there were 4 empty computers, and he wanted a team there to fill up all those spaces, but there wasn't enough work coming through. So it was bad, and I would tell you guys specifics, but I really don't even want to relive how horrible that whole situation was. So then I went for an interview, and these people were like wanting me to stand on the street corner to get donations, and that job was very unorganized. There was no, I don't know, it just was really unorganized, and I was thinking, oh great, I'm jumping like from one fire to the next. Like I need something with structure. I need something with clear, concise, like this is what needs to be done, and I don't need like minute by minute details, but give me a list of what needs to be done. Like if I came into work and you said, I need you to make these 30 phone calls to get the codes to go for each project. They are nuts. They're nuts. Anyways, I think we should probably go back in and put my coffee up.
Okay.
I see her. Hi, Typo. Typo. Oh. Going to Dad now. Hi. Anyways, I don't know how much this video I'm even gonna keep, because I really should just do a proper video.
We're in downtown Hollywood, and okay, that makes me wonder, is there a downtown Los Angeles?
Turn right onto
But that's not where we're at.
So we're not in downtown Los Angeles, no.
See, I don't know where we're at.
I mean, it's because everything is so on top of each other. Hollywood, LA, all that stuff. It pretty much just mixes together. So
It is.
And if you say downtown LA,
Would people think Hollywood?
no.
I could just say
I don't know.
Hollywood,
Yeah,
right? We're just in Hollywood. Yeah. Look at him. He's. Hi.
Hey.
He's my happy place. Anyways,
One phone here at least.
I'm trying to figure out the phone situation. Look at Tramp.
Look at Tramp. Tramp is
Where is he?
Well, yeah, I
Hi,
put her down.
Tramp.
Oh,
She's ready to go.
Hi.
She's like, oh, you know what?
Hi,
I'll go.
Tramp. He's like,
that he would do that. Oh, Typo's gonna be so jealous.
yeah.
He sees this beautiful
I wonder
gray,
if Typo or Mozart would do
beautiful
this.
gray dog
Mozart, I'm a
on it.
little worried he would jump off.
I would too. I'd be afraid he'd see us yell and be like, woof, woof, woof. Boink. There goes Typo. Or there goes Mozart. My runaway dog.
Yeah, if Typo, I mean, that Tramp would be so good and do that.
I know. He's at my back. I don't think you guys can see him. I'm going to take a picture.
Hi guys. It's like towards the end of a very long day. I look a little bit red from being out in the water. But my uncle made this vegan like dessert. What is it, like fried?
It's yeah, like
Fried platoons with like chocolate?
No.
Platoons.
Plantain. No.
Oh, this is good though. This is what it looks
It's
like.
like a banana, but not plantain.
Gosh. Okay, I did this weird
Fried
because
plantains.
Okay,
Air fried plantains with chocolate.
Okay, there we go. I had it like in my lap, but the plate is see-through, so... Okay, anyways, yeah, I keep messing that up. That's so cool. I'm watching everybody out there. The boat that just came by again. So we could have waved to the people on this side of the ship now, huh?
No, it's the same side, babe.
Oh, it's the same side?
Yeah, they're backing up. You see?
Oh,
It's
that was fun. Okay, ooh, this is not used to plantains.
still the same side.
Plantains. It's good though. But chocolate and whatever plantains are, I guess they're like bananas.
Okay.
I think I'd be cute with this one too. It's so cold.
Sending my love.